there's always this little bit of anxiety, this little bit of stress you have while you're in it. I'm in the sport. I'm ranked number 3, 2, whatever it is. I'm in it. I know I'm gonna have to have a hard fight camp again. I know I'm gonna have to cut weight again, and I know I'm gonna have to fight again. And the emotions, the highs and lows of winning and losing are so intense that there's like a little bit of stress and anxiety. Like even I have right now, I'm not in camp. I have nothing booked. I can chill, and there's still this little bit left. Like we're gonna have to do it again. That I'm like I'm tuning into. I'm like, damn, it's an interesting. Because even when I'm most peaceful, chill, it's like there's still your body. You still know how brutal those fight camps are, how brutal those weight cuts are, how tough the fights are. We just gotta do it again.
Me and Sean O'Malley should absolutely fight at the White House. There's literally no reason not to. I keep going in my head. I'm like, why does this dude not really want to fight me? Like, is he scared of me? And I'm like, no, I don't think that's it. Like, he's willing to fight other scary guys too. And then I'm like, well, maybe I look like a little bit too much like Tim Welch or something, and he just like doesn't want to fight another ginger. And I was like, okay, maybe that's a little bit of it. Now I was also thinking like maybe this dude's a little sexually attracted to me. I think that might be a piece of it, or it could be those last two together. I'm not really sure, but Sean and I need to fight on the White House lawn, and it's really like ticking me off. I'm getting really ticked off.
That's the problem with Paddy. I mean, not to rehash what we kind of talked about last week. Like, I don't know if I pick him against anybody in the top 10, maybe even like top 12, 13. Yeah. I'm not sure how far I'd have to go down to find somebody I'd favor him against. I mean, look, Paddy's supposedly a top guy. He just fought for an interim title, so give him Paddy. Let's see who is the top guy here. Yeah, you're in the UFC. You just fought for an interim title. Like, there shouldn't be anybody that Paddy doesn't fight, right? I mean, you just fought for an interim title, buddy. Like, these are all fair matchups. That means that you were thought to be better than all these other guys. So go for it, and I think Saint Denis deserves it. He stepped up and he's fought. Like, I think he lost to Dustin Poirier, which was his kind of first foray into the top 5 guys, right? And I mean, what a tough fight that was, right? But look, that gives him another chance to get his name out there, and he's an exciting fighter too. He's worth giving that kind of fight to, right? Where he beats Paddy, like, it gives him a lot of star name value, I guess, right? He gets his name out there a lot, and people start to really know who he is, and you find out who Paddy is, right? I think we need to find out who Paddy is. Exactly, right? Because we know where Saint Denis is, right? Losing to Dustin Poirier, okay, like you weren't there. Beating Dan Hooker. Okay, we pretty narrowed down where you're at now, right? Like, that doesn't mean that he can't surpass where he was before, right? And because hopefully he's getting better every day. But Paddy, we just don't know where he's at. So, and matchup wise, I actually think it's a really great matchup too. I mean, you got Saint Denis is a little wild on the feet, right? But comes for both of them great grappling, right? Could be a great grappling battle. But Saint Denis hits hard and comes forward, like, fights hard. I think it's a great matchup. I should be a matchmaker.
I've seen a lot watching Paddy, and like when he fought Chandler, Paddy's very good at blitzing, and he'll run his feet. So he's running his feet over the top of himself. And when he fought Chandler, it was a perfect fight for him because Chandler's very wide stance, and he'll jump in and out. So Paddy's very hard to hit when you're on the tracks with him because he'll pull really high with his head. So first off, our game plan was to be on his shadow, so we had to walk him down. That was like the most important. Like, get him close to the cage, then we'll fire off shots.
That's what you mean by being on his shadow, is just
being on the shadow, so your feet are on the shadow before Justin starts to punch. Okay. Because a lot of people try to reach on the first 2 shots, and he like turns away. He's got a really goofy style of like defense, but it works.
Nice.
And but if you get on his shadows with him turning away, it's very easy for me to find shots on you. So that was a big part of the game plan.
Have you been told, or your management Have they been told, you win this fight, you are 100% getting a title shot? Is this going to be billed as a true number one contender fight? It should be, but you know sometimes they don't make those announcements or make those promises.
At this point, words are wind, innit? It's like the division's forever changing, and it's a performance-based company. Someone's got to go out there and put on a good fight, and then it's nothing's concrete, and that's what I'm trying to say. Nothing's concrete, but yeah, I hope so. I believe the matchmakers know what type of matchup this is. I think it would be unfair to say you've got to go out there and get a crazy knockout to get the title. Everybody knows what type of fight this is going to be, and what type of fighter I'm fighting against. So I think the winners should be undeniably next in line for the title. Simple.
Now, yeah, I know. Tari make a mistakes when he show me how to do the sport mode. I know. Okay, guys, don't worry. Yeah, I'll make you home safe.
This is my thing is for my man, for Khamzat Chimaev to continue to call him out, I think Khamzat potentially has outgrown the weight class again. I think he's outgrown the weight class again to where now he's like, you know what? Let me go capture that. Let me go to a new division where I can make the weight and I can capture that, because there's all types of rumors and things coming out saying he's 230 pounds, 225, whatever. Khamzat's a big guy. Khamzat's always been a big guy. The fact that Khamzat was making 170 is just as ridiculous as Anthony Johnson when he was making 170. RIP, my big bro. Just as ridiculous. But Anthony Johnson, remember, was making that, moved up, fought at 85, I think maybe one time, and I think even missed weight there at 85 after moving up, and then settled at 205 pounds. So I think Khamzat Chimaev might potentially be in that same ballpark, which is potentially why he's asking for Poatan. And if that's the case, I understand it. Now it makes sense. If you've outgrown the weight class, it makes sense. Why kill myself to get down there when I just can't make that weight anymore? And if I go up there and I'm able to get that title, and guess what? That opens the door for potential another Chechnyan, I believe, in Nasruddin Imavov, or Russian Nasruddin Imavov, to get that title or potentially fight for that title. So hey, it might be chess pieces being played here. It might be chess playing here, Henry.
How do you fight Arman Tsarukyan today?
So you gotta take him down first. You gotta try to take him down first, because if you're not gonna try to take him down, he's gonna take you down.
Yeah.
So like, let's see, like fighters who knows wrestling very well and who wants to take me down as well, it's gonna be close fight, you know. But like, if you're gonna stay and strike me, it's not gonna help.
Man, the UFC said I had to get blood, EKG, all this different shit done, right? I get it all done. Then they say, hey, somebody f***ed up. Whatever paperwork they gave me to go get done, to get my blood work done, it was old paperwork. And so now my blood test doesn't count. So now I gotta go back and do blood again. I hate needles. I almost passed out this last one. Now I gotta go do this shit again because you guys f***ed up. This shit is weird. Oh, and not to mention, after giving blood, the next day the drug agency comes. They want to test me. They want urine and blood too. So I gave them blood. It's like, f*** you guys.
I don't understand how this idea that I could lose a wrestling match is out there. But I guess we could find out. And guess what? I'm not the only one talking about a wrestling match between Jon Jones and I. I'm just the only one doing it publicly. Stay tuned, because if he steps on that line, I'm taking this dude 10-0.
I want to see him go against Cormier and RAF. That's what I want to see.
Are you gonna do it?
Bro,
I have severe arthritis, and most people don't know that. My left hip is covered in arthritis.
Damn.
I actually already qualified for a hip replacement.
Oh shit.
My last training camp, dude, I went to bed in so much pain.
Well,
UFC gonna cover it though, 100%. I have a 3-year-old baby boy, and I want to use what I got left of my hips to play with his ass.
Hell yeah.
I don't understand how this idea that I could lose a wrestling match is out there. But I guess we could find out. Stay tuned, because if he steps on that line, I'm taking this dude 10-0. Ah.